Good afternoon, welcome to the shed. So my house move has been put back a couple of weeks, so I've got time for a little project. Not a shed project, this is something in the garden that I was going to do when I get there. So we're going to do that today, or make a start on it today. In fact, really today is just finding out what we've got and perhaps get some advice off you guys. So under here there is a marble table, which I'll reveal to you in a minute. It's in bits, it's in a mess. It was sort of going to be chucked away because we didn't know what to do with it. It's a another family heirloom that I've ended up with. It belonged to my dad. I'm not quite sure where he got it from, whether it was an antique shop buy or whether he had it made. I'm not really sure. Yeah, but we're going to have a look at that and see what can be done with it. First of all though, garden's in a right mess. It's been really dry, but I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up, so we'll do that first. Catch you in a minute. This is my cat Fizz, by the way. She likes the black because it's lovely and warm. Okay, that was a bit more of a hoovering exercise, or a vacuuming exercise. Do you say hoovering in America? I don't know, maybe you do. Probably invented it. Yeah, more of a hoovering exercise than a grass cutting exercise. Couldn't really see where I was going, but it looks a lot better until the next load of leaves fall down. I'm all now nice and sweaty. I was lovely and clean because I knew I was going to be filming, and now I'm not. Okay, let's show you this table. Did I mention it was hot and dry today? It's been dry for, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks now. We did have 3 hours rain a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of people didn't even get that, so we were lucky. But yeah, it's dry, dustier than Salt Lake City is here. I presume it's pretty dry there. I don't know, I've never been. But I did see a program about the Salt Lake being a third of the size that it used to be. Now, whether or not you believe in climate change, you need to sort that out, guys. We do here as well, because we're doing the same thing, abstracting, taking water out of the rivers, and most of that depletion of that lake is due to taking water supply for the rest of wherever Salt Lake City is. Anyway, that's my political lesson for the day. Stop doing it. Okay, let's show you this table. Hello, dog. So it is in a bit of a state. And the story is that it's been repaired a couple of times and never successfully. I know that my dad put a brace across it to make it more sturdy, because when I show you the legs you'll see why. It hasn't got a lot of whatever that's called. Okay, here we go. Now that is a lovely bit of very, very heavy marble. It's pink. It's in a right mess. It needs a good old sanding, finishing, and it has a surround which goes around here, which I'll show you in a second. There is some slate sort of beading or inlay in between the inner piece and the outer piece. It's currently sitting on this bit of ply. So my brother and myself, or my brothers and myself, had a go at fixing it. We bought some special cement, or my brother did. We started gluing it together. We made the mistake of doing it the right way up. We should have done it upside down so that the level was sort of automatically there. So we then had to try and adjust the levels because the pieces all haven't got the same height. So we learned that lesson. I think he fixed it, got it going, went to move it, and it broke again. And that is the problem. People pick it up by the edges and the edges just come off. It is so heavy you would not believe it. It's 2 men, it's a struggle. Probably need 4 really. Okay, so my plan is this. I am going to flip it over onto a new piece of ply, glue it, then affix another bit of 1/2 inch ply on the back of it, glue that to it, screw that to it somehow so that it's sturdy. I'm going to put 2 rails, nice wood rails down the middle on the bottom obviously, and then the legs will slot in to some grooves that I've cut into the plywood. So that's my plan, and then obviously finish the whole thing, and hopefully that should be sturdy enough to be able to move it. Really, it's not a good idea to move a table like this. It should be placed and left. So I am going to have to move it obviously because I've got to move house, so I'll probably make a sort of cradle to carry it or something, so that we can get it there. Okay, I'll show you the legs and the missing bits, and then I'll show you how we're going to fix it all together. Okay, so these are the legs, for want of a better word, sides, whatever. This stuff, marble, obviously quite soft. It's already got a bit of damage, it's broken, and when I moved it, it broke again. So that's got to be fixed back on there somehow. Quite a bit of it's missing. And now I'm going to do that, but we'll work it out. And then through the middle of that, there is a single bar with brass knobs on the end, which I'll show you in a second. And they sort of pull the whole thing together. But the problem was that they didn't have anything to pull against on the tabletop. So I'm going to actually embed these tops in some wood and sink those into the plywood underneath the table so that it's got something to pull against, and hopefully that should hold it all together. That's my plan anyway. Again, good clean up, but you can see the marble, you know, it's lovely quality stuff, and with a bit of polishing that'll come up lovely. Okay, so that's the legs. Let's show you the other bits. Okay, these are the edge pieces. In here there's some bits of slate. We're going to put those in place now, and I'll show you what it might look like. You need to use your imagination, of course. There's also 6 chairs that go with it, which are also in a bit of a state. I'm going to have to get a professional to clean those, I think. I don't fancy sanding them, just for the paint to peel off a year later. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got. So that is the rail that goes along the middle, screw knobs, which obviously do give it a bit of tension against that, but that's not enough. I should show you a bit better, sorry. Obviously, that pressing against that is not enough to give it the stability that it needs, especially as it weighs a lot. So this is piece number 3. Now I think originally when it was put together there were some pins from here into the side there, so that's probably how it had its stability, but then when it first broke those were taken out and we had no chance. Okay, so that piece goes there, that piece goes there, this piece goes in here. It's very easy to slide things along and it will fall down and break into even more pieces. I haven't attempted to line up the bits. Okay, so that's what it looked like. Obviously it's in a mess, but you can see that it's quite a nice object when it's done. Okay, let's summarise. Okay, so I'm going to wrap the video up there because I think I need some advice. I want to put it out there, see what you guys think. Got any ideas? Is there a marble table specialist out there who can give me some advice? But I think I've got a plan in my head. First, I've also got to go and buy some bits, so I need to buy a bit of decent, flat, good quality 1/2-inch ply to flip it onto, and then another bit for it to be the base. Yeah, so there's a bit of research and a bit of work to be done. I've got to get some decent cement glue, whatever. This I think is like a epoxy ceramic kind of stuff, particularly designed for this. So the first thing I'll have to do is try and remove all of that. So I'll do that off camera, get it all ready, buy all the bits, and then in the next video we'll start to glue it together. Wish me luck, and give me any advice you have down below. Thanks for watching, see you soon.